Oh, I have to hit it from on OBS. Okay.
Oh, you're using OBS, nice.
Yeah. Okay, it looks
Surprised more
like
people aren't on.
it looks
But
like the. I mean, it is what it is. Maybe more people will jump in at some point. Command might. Who knows?
yeah,
Welcome to a stream. I'm literally shit at like doing intros and all that sort of jazz.
yeah.
Like, you should see my gaming channel. It's like, yo, hi, I'm about to die,
I,
and that,
I was looking at some of your older videos.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Anyway,
Yeah.
what you are witnessing here today is the result of my insanity. Um, this stream is a private beta test of some software for the graphing calculator, namely the TI-84 plus CE. It is a networking stack that we're about to test chatting from a calculator, if the damn thing will stay on. Mind the shakiness of the thing that's filming the calculator. It's a flexible thing, and the desk is not the sturdiest thing in the world. Anyway, shall we get cracking? You still with me?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Who else is in here? I think Beck said he was going to join at some point as well, like just to be in the call, not like the thing. I don't think he has an adapter. So,
Should I ping him?
huh?
Should I
Sure.
ping him?
Sure if you want, and command.
Okay.
Anyway, just so y'all watching can observe, what you see here is a, well, as you can see there, well, as you maybe not can see, but there is a USB cable coming out the side of the calculator that is connected to a, if I can get this up in front of the damn camera, a Ethernet adapter, the other end of which is connected to a wireless adapter with wireless protected setup as a protocol. And if, well, the socket's timed out. Oh, great, now we get address already in use. Okay, time to figure out how to kill the open ports. I think it's, what is it? What's the command for that? Nope, it's not in the history. Oh, it's down there. I'm a shit. Wonderful. Love it. Okay.
Alrighty. Oh, my app is crashed.
Yeah, well, it didn't crash. It turned off because the socket's timed out.
I see. Yeah.
So just restart the app. I'm about to actually jump in on my side now. Let me see if perhaps I turn down some of the screen brightness.
That could help.
How do you even do that again? It's been a while.
It's second and then the down arrow.
Second and then the down arrow. Interesting. Okay.
It was just working, huh? Okay, now it's working.
Now, let's see if we get that stupid connection reset by peer nonsense. Oh, there we go. Beautiful.
New client. Okay. I
Yay.
can see the local IP. Oh, that's the router.
Yes, that's because for whatever reason it's saying that I am connected via the router.
I
Beautiful. Now,
your messages.
nice. So there is a bit of latency. I'm not quite sure why.
Yeah.
I think
I guess that's just how streaming goes.
No. I mean, in the on the calculator side, it like it'll take a minute or two sometimes. Oh
Cool.
shit!
I got disconnected.
What?
Oh, sorry, my internet
Oh.
like just spiked. You still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So if I cut out a little bit, that's probably why.
Okay. Okay.
It seems fine now, but yeah.
It's weird. I don't know why the screen capture isn't updating itself. It should be.
Hmm. Is that WPS powered through the Ethernet or no?
No, there's an external power source.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Since the USB port can't really output that much voltage.
Yeah. If it would self-power, the calculator would be dead already.
Yeah. I actually powered an ESP off the calculator one time.
You're
And
kidding.
I got it powered through the USB port and kind of through the battery. And I got it kind of working halfway with serial. It worked one time, and then I could never get it to work again. I mean, I could power it, but like the serial just would never work again. Not sure why.
Jeez.
Yeah. Medios in the chat. Okay. Hello, Media. I keep forgetting to look down at the calculator.
You know what's wild? Like the terminal that I have recording on the bottom side, it's not like updating. Meanwhile, like, I don't know why it's not updating itself. Maybe we'll try this and then we'll jump back to that to get it to. There we go.
Oh, there's 4 people watching. Nice.
Yeah. There we go. Now, I don't know if this is going to update or... It looks like the calculator is physically serving the internet. God, Mateo. Yeah. How do you know it isn't? Oh my god, the shakiness is ridiculous.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh shit. I mean, I guess is it just gonna be the two of us in here?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I didn't. Beckadam and Command Black Guy's online, but he isn't in the party. Not in the party, but the chat. Beckadam is idle, so I'm not sure. I guess they won't be joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Medias, how do I send a message?
How do you send message? Well, the IF is a bit shit because it was testing. But once
we got
your username,
in the chat.
it connects. Just type.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, you mean... It's 173.68.203.219.
Oh, I was just about to ask if TCP and UDP both work. I'm gonna switch to UDP and try that. to have gone through. I don't see it on your end though. Oh, I see you. Why does it think it's the router again? It thinks it's the router, 192.168.1.1.
Yeah, because I'm sort of like reverse connecting to try to avoid that stupid connection reset by peer nonsense. I've still not figured like obviously there's a way to suppress that because like your computer doesn't disconnect your other computer anytime it does anything, but it like I haven't been able to get it sorted, so I'm gonna
There
have
must be a fair amount of latency.
Oh.
What is the port? It's on the screen. 8881 TCP and then 8881 UDP, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Is he connecting on his calculator or like through Buddy or something?
I don't know.
What's the IP? I want to test it.
Cool. At least I know that those exceptions just kind of like it works in spite of them.
Oh, I love how you can type as a server. We are still up.
Shit. Interesting. So what happened?
What?
So what happened?
You're having stuff. Is your calculator updating?
No.
Like the messages?
No, the server is doing some weird shit.
Oh.
Interesting. Module socket has no attribute socket error. You know what? Okay, we'll stop. We're going to have to disconnect briefly while I just remove that nonsense from it.
Okay.
And we'll fire it up again.
Alrighty.
It's possible. Might need to do that. There we go. Perfect.
Alrighty. Let me reopen the lwIP, sorry. Oh, I put my name in this test. Oh well.
I mean, I would argue that the client is stable. It's just I'm shit at server coding.
TKB Studios has a net chat and server. You should look at that and then maybe adapt that code.
Yes.
It's pretty simple.
He's sent it to me. I just haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah. But yeah. Has my message come through yet?
Which one?
LOL?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Oh, my stream must be really delayed. Oh, that's why. Because it wasn't live.
Oh, shit.
I was so confused. I was like, man, it says some real delay. But no, it just wasn't live, and I just didn't realize it.
And I think I realized that what happens is when the server disconnects for whatever reason, it stops the terminal screen. So then, like, I have to reinitialize the window. It's really weird. But it's okay. There we go. Okay, it's no. I'm just stupid. Listen. It's just lines of white on black. I'm getting confused.
Yeah. There's still a little bit of stream delay.
Well.
But I guess that's to be expected. I guess.
Yeah.
All right. I sent through hi, but I can't see it on the stream yet. But I'm sure you can see it.
I actually don't see it yet.
Oh, I see it on the terminal, but not on the. I guess in hi again.
You in UDP mode or TCP mode?
UDP. Wait, I was in TCP. Sorry. That message was sent through on TCP, but now I'm on UDP. See if that works. I sent a third hi. This should be the second one on your end, though.
Interesting.
Huh. Oh, there it goes. So once, when can we take asking how to downgrade from 5.6.1?
Okay, for whatever reason, my device got kicked off. I think it was a reset by peer deal. I'm gonna really need to look into how to fix that, and I really don't know if that's a client side thing or if that's a server side thing.
Media said sorry I broke it.
It's fine. It happens.
Wait, if I connect to a raw on the on that port on that IP, will that work?
I'm not sure. I think it needs to be specified with a protocol.
I did not see that one coming. That's funny. Loganius and Kimmy Check just realized that it was live. No, I guess it was a video. Oh, Adri Webb just reacted. Yes, it does. Very nice.
Nice. I hate the damn blurriness, bro. I don't understand it.
Yeah. It's fun though.
Like, I mean, it's visible, so it's not like a huge issue, but it is annoying.
It's probably just the focus getting weird on the
yeah.
camera.
I mean, I guess the solution is going to be to use a different app for streaming from the phone to the computer.
Yeah.
Something
Maybe.
that can do higher quality or something like that. Server. I had a feeling, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, there! My message just went through on mine. That's weird. When I send another message. Oh my gosh. I can see the message. Just wait till we have Calc's mining crypto. Do you have Putty?
No.
I connected through Putty and I can see the message.
Nice, nice. But Putty is spamming the chat with new lines and C's and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why can't Windows do anything normally?
Adrio said blurriness.
Yeah, blurriness indeed. I'm trying to fix it, but it's not.
Oh, it is spamming. I didn't see it on the. I just looked down at the calculator and it. Oh, you disconnected, I think.
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, I think I have someone's IP address. Might not be the most secure thing.
Is what it is. Nope, I'm still connected.
Media, does your IP address start with 104? Or is that yours?
I don't think that's mine. Hey
Oh,
Siri,
is this
what's
your-
my IP address? Siri is not cooperating.
But oh wait, is the server on a different IP?
Nope, server is on my MacBook.
So it should be the same public IP address. So that's. Oh wait, that might have been me actually. I think that was me. That was me disconnecting.
Ah, wonderful.
But I run all my internet traffic through a proxy, so it's.
Yeah, what you doing that you need a proxy? I'm just kidding.
It's not really a proxy. I have my. It's weird. It runs through Cloudflare, so that should be a Cloudflare IP.
Gotcha. I wonder, can the Discord audio be heard over the stream? I don't know. I didn't actually check for that.
Oh, Loganess is here.
Wonderful. In the thing or on the
in the chat.
Okay.
Like the YouTube chat. He saw it in the Kimmy Tech where I sent it.
Nice,
Sent
nice.
it in the box or whatever. The SAX pop out.
Do we want to just publish the binaries? Let everyone fucking connect.
I mean, but not everyone has an adapter, but I mean.
That's fair. That's fair.
So.
I mean, listen, this is the longest any code of this magnitude that I've ever worked with has gone without crashing, so I'll take it.
Randomly throughout the day, I just plug it in to test the reliability and just like test it to see if it'll ping your dynamic DNS, and it will. I haven't had any problems with it yet, so I'm really like, I wonder if this will work. And I plug it into a random Ethernet port, some random place. Let's see. Alright, I don't want to spam the chat again. Okay, nice. Can I send a message? Oh, I see. It's not spamming you, is it?
It did LOL space PUTTY. I missed the
Putty.
L. Yeah.
Yeah, I said lol putty.
Yeah.
LOL putty. But it like did the individual letters. I'm not sure why. What
Yeah.
if I send it in a string?
Try it. Nope.
No. Dang.
I revert to my original question. Why can't Windows do anything properly?
Putty. I don't know. What
They call it putty because its throughput rate turns the server into putty.
Wait, so how does, whenever the calc sends a message, what does it send it?
What do you mean?
Like, does it send it in quotations
No.
or like breaks or anything?
It sends it as just bytes, and it may append a termination character to the end. Actually, no, I don't think it does because Python doesn't use them. I know that the server appends a null terminator so that the calculator can just do a printf, but I think it just sends it as raw string without the terminator.
I wonder why.
Yeah, the server is seeing that completely, but the calculator is skipping letters.
Interesting. Wait, so whenever you're saying the username, is it just in brackets?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So nothing super like fancy, secure.
No.
Just a test.
Yes. I don't. No, I don't. So the way I'm gonna work it with like things like security and whatnot is, I don't know if you're aware, but lwIP has a module for
Oh, my screen just cleared.
has a module for using embed TLS for TLS protocol stuff. And we're probably what I'll probably do is after this gets released is send a like basically build the that stuff into like sort of a wrapper library that's like an extension you can install alongside it.
I keep seeing pressing mode toggle TCP/UDP protocols. It says welcome to lwIP private.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
And I think I disconnected, so I'm gonna back out and reconnect. There's a timeout of like 5 minutes set for clients.
Oh, interesting.
So that may.
Running... Oh, okay.
And then I got broken pipe. So we'll reconnect again.
Nice. How can I send a because I'm just sending like a raw thing, but I don't know. Maybe I wonder what weird characters I can send. Let me see.
Interesting.
Alright, I want to see if I can see. Oh, hold on. Let me open my putty terminal. It's not responding.
So something broke. We have it's server side stuff. It's just it's broken pipe because the sockets are disconnecting, I guess, because they've been idle, and it's triggering exceptions. This is why I hate coding servers.
Yeah, I don't exactly like it. TKB is really good at the TKB Studios.
Yeah. I mean, I'll wind up stealing his code at some point, but are we confident enough that this is stable?
I'd say the actual connection is stable.
Okay.
I'd say not the server, but the server doesn't matter because this is just a test.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'd hate to see how many ways to Sunday this particular server implementation can be breached, buffer overflowed, or whatever the hell other attack.
It might be fun though.
Cool. So, are we gonna call it quits then, and move this to public beta then?
I would make sure that if the code crashes, it restarts the server.
Oh well,
but yeah.
Python side, yeah, but I mean client side.
Oh, client side definitely. Yeah. It's fine.
I'm just gonna have to poke command block guy to get to this So I think the way command said something to the effect that he would basically do a lookup table for all the functions, so that it builds them when it builds, and then it's just a matter of exposing a table of entry points, and then
Huh.
users can just, because you know how like back when Kerm was working on Door CS7, like you
Yeah.
had entry points into the application that you could use through like the dim command or whatever,
Yeah.
and we'll probably do something similar here, but
That sounds
a,
fine, I guess. Yeah.
a CAPI of sorts.
Um. Yeah. I think once this is a library, I think um, TKB Studios will be very quick to um, adapt his net chat code and
Yeah.
TINet to it because he's just been waiting on
Oh, I know
it to
he
be
has.
finished.
I know he has. Every day. When are you doing? When are you doing ECM? I'm like, listen, bro. I've just worked the past 5 days. I want to sleep.
Yeah. I think a lot of progress has already been made. I think it's amazing that we've gotten this so far.
Oh.
And I think once that library gets done,
Yeah.
there'll be a lot of cool stuff.
I look forward to seeing how what the shit that people start building when this shit comes out.
Yeah, I have some ideas. I'm not gonna share them yet, but because I don't want anyone stealing them and beating me to it. But I have some ideas.
And you know what's wild? TKB was like, so now once this goes live, like I can implement like TINet for authentic. I'm like, you realize that once this is implemented and once the TLS module is available, people can just use like auth with Facebook or auth with Google or whatever because it can just query the API.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's crazy. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was like, TINet, once, it originally was like an authentication thing, but now that's not completely necessary.
Right.
So I think he's kind of pivoting more towards like offering um, like different services, like hosting a net chat server and giving providing like calculated login systems where people can build applications with TINet that are networked and connect to it, and you can have databases and buckets and stuff. But yeah, I posted the other day in a thread in the Discord in his that saying that we should have like an image hosting thing to where like users could share images on the calculators. They would be converted to sprites. And that might be cool. Like send a image link in the chat, and then the calculator can open it or something.
Yeah. One of the other things that I've been thinking about, and I mean, I tried to do it back when it was like a serial connection, but the reason I really didn't do it was because, like, so before we go off on the tangent, what I'm talking about is actually setting up a software mirror. So, like, if someone wants to update the toolchain libraries, like, they can just frickin' query Mateo's GitHub and just frickin' download them, and it'll do, like, hash checks and all that jazz for literally anything. You just have to post the link. Like, the link has to be in the mirror. And, like, that's something he could run, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, once this is functional and if it's successful enough that people get the requisite hardware, what you need to connect to your freaking TI Connect for? Just to go online.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be. Yeah, there's been a lot of like different random posts on Kimitech about people trying to make like a Steam thing for I think Vapor.
I tried that. Yeah, that was mine.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I started it. I did Vapor, and it was basically going to be like a gaming platform slash software mirror. And then but like the thing is like if you have to rely on connect to serial, then run the bridge, and then the other server, like at that point it's just okay, just connect and download the program for Christ's sake.
Yeah. I know someone in the TINet Discord was adapting Medio's chess code. It was called like ChessNet CE, and he actually I think got it sort of half working.
Mateo's artifice code on what again?
No, the chess.
Oh, the chess code.
Yeah.
Hey Mateo, if you're still in here, you should adapt chess once for multiplayer.
But yeah, someone in the TINet Discord was adapting it and got it something working, I believe.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah, we were going through the whole discussion of like how do users like send invites to each other and actually like start a game. That was something we had to like think about.
Nice. Beautiful. How many people are viewing right now? Because it says concurrent viewers. I guess it means 2, and I'm one of them. I don't know who the other.
One of them.
So then that's just us 2. Okay, so then Mateo's not.
I see 4 on my end. It says 4 watching now.
4.
Yeah.
I see 2, bro. I don't know. We sure we're in the same multiverse here? Maybe that's why we keep disconnecting.
Wait, okay, so you like Star Trek?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like Star Trek.
In fact, I'm trying to port it to the calculator. Well, not port it, but like
make a Star Trek game.
Right. I've renamed it to Expanse.
Yeah, I saw that. I've been following. I've been in the TI Trek Discord for a long time.
That's now this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I actually downloaded it and tried to test it one time, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
But I guess he just hadn't.
Right. I mean, it used Serial, and it was very buggy.
I think I started drafting some UI somewhere too, because I was like, "Do you need a new UI done?" I think you were like, "Sure," something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have some, but then you were like, I think you were like, "Don't make it too close, so we don't get like copyrighted."
Right. Can't
like the
bear
LCAR system.
Can't bear likenesses to anything that exists, basically, unless we get permission, which I doubt we're gonna get, because I've tried to get permission like 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, someone made a whole LCAR system for Windows, and that hasn't gotten taken down. So I mean,
okay.
For Windows, 10 and 11.
Yeah.
It's on SourceForge. I don't know how trustworthy that is, but
interesting.
Yeah.
Was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's just called LCAR system. There's some like view modules and stuff I've found before for like LCARs, for like doing HTML LCARs. Like that style. For those like bars and stuff. The curvy stuff. Oh. Where is my hold on a second. Oh, there it is. I have some like manuals for Star Trek, like the training manuals and stuff.
Training manuals?
Yeah. Let's see if I can find a picture. It's not really taking a picture.
Oh, another fun fact, the TI Trek's website actually is basically going to be merged with mine. It's going to be a subdomain.
It's like, oh, okay, yeah. It's like technical manuals.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's got all, like, the, just different stuff. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Officer requirements, RPD training command. It's got, like, different things on the ships and communications, and it's pretty cool.
I'm still trying to decide if I want to allow people to customize their UIs. Because...
That's why I just fork it and change the UI.
Oh, I'm going to send you something that I put into the new terms and conditions for, like, the new project called Expanse.
Yeah.
And do you remember that story with Albert Runsum and the thing with Candy Swipe and Candy Crush?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm gonna DM you this part here.
Okay.
So Yeah, I ain't playing no games
Yeah.
with fair use this time around. Well, not this time around, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Is
yeah,
everything
any
gonna be open source?
huh?
Will everything be open source?
Yes. lwIP is in well, lwIP is already open source.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But your adaptation of it.
so
Oh,
basic
I guess
yeah,
you might have to agree with the license agreement, probably.
exactly. You can't so yeah, like one of the constraints that exists within using open source software is that you have to
The
um
license. You have to abide
yes.
by those licenses.
Yes,
That's
and you
that's kind of
cannot
why I
yeah.
like them,
You,
because it's like their software has to be open source, or like depending on the license you choose.
yes.
Because I like everything. I like most of my software to be open source, so I usually choose a license that basically they have to release it under the same license.
Right, right.
Like anything they do with it or you include it with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, any files generated by the server would be excluded from that because they contain personally
Yeah.
identifiable information, but that goes without saying.
I have this manual and I can't find the other one. Yeah, it even has like the updated start date on it. The one that I have in my hands. 8870
Oh yeah,
00.
I love it.
Oh, someone joined the Discord.
Ooh, who done that?
Oh, it's Beck.
Hello.
Hi, Beck.
Hello, welcome to the callback. Server's off, but we're still streaming.
Yeah, we're still just chatting.
Hell yeah.
Successful test. The server is coded like shit, but the client works without much problem. So I think we're ready to go public beta.
Yeah, it's time to make a virus and brick everyone's calculator.
Listen, I am contractually obligated to disavow all knowledge.
Let's install Boss in every calculator.
I mean, I'm down with
It's a
that.
final
Bad
way.
idea.
It's an actually
That's
well-coded
actually a bad
OS.
Because because especially the calculator, specifically the calculator ACAG is using here, I don't think that's going to run Boss because it's past revision M.
Perhaps not.
Yeah.
Because you can't run Boss on those calculators because of the new flash chip. That's what I had to explain that to someone in Chematech today.
Oof.
Yeah, I was reading that actually.
Yeah.
Anything that can be fixed code side or what?
Okay, I could fix things.
But why? But why?
Okay, so so they did have a 5.3.1 calc, then the Boss would work. Just doesn't support dual boot, which is what they were looking for.
Gotcha.
Now, in order for Boss to support dual boot, there is a lot that I would have to do.
Fair.
To get that to work.
Well, since you've joined us
Basic,
back,
yeah.
since you've joined us, take a few minutes to plug Boss so that people joining us know or watching in the future know what the hell we're talking about.
Hang on. Let me just grab the script that I have prepared for this.
Hello, Tiny. Oh, this man's got
Tiny
a
Hacker's
script.
here. Hello, Tiny Hacker.
Hey, hi. Hey, Tiny Hacker.
Hey, Beck. By the way, you could literally just build lwIP into Boss. Just FYI.
I mean, I could. Hey, what the heck's the chat? Oh, there's the chat. It didn't load the first time. I'm just gonna put it in chat here. In case anybody's curious of what it is. Well, not just what it is, but like more than just what it is. Boss is an operating system for the TI-84 plus CE family EZ80 graphing calculators with the aim of being freely distributable. So you can install Boss to hardware. However, it will not work on any Python edition calculator nor any calculator revision M+. So ahead of revision M and higher cannot run it at the moment. and I don't know if there's ever going to be a way to because of those flash strips. The boot area for those flash strips is not unlockable via software, in even with any known exploit.
Gotcha.
And obviously, because of this current situation between the unwritten, the verbal agreement we have with TI is we don't release new. If we don't release new exploits, they won't lock it down further. As much as I personally do not agree with this, I follow because I'm not going to be the one to screw over the whole community. Cough, cough. That one bloody YouTube video that got us in this situation in the first place. Cough, cough. Clickbaity YouTubers. Sorry, I'm still miffed at that. That's what got this. Like, somebody saw that and was just like, "Oh no, we need to protect our implied security."
And I mean, that would have been resolved by a little bit of logistics. Okay, this was a 2-version old bug. We don't have to do anything with it. We'll just educate.
Yeah,
Solving something that doesn't need to be solved is...
Yeah, like they literally could have just said, "Oh, update your calculators," like they do anyways.
Exactly.
Tiny Hacker said he's looking for a USB to Ethernet right now.
Nice, nice. At any rate, I'll use this to sort of plug a little bit of a message to Texas Instruments if they wind up seeing this. This is what your devices are capable of if you stop locking them down. And I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I think it can. I think it could bring great learning opportunities, and it could expand their hardware, and then their calculators could be used for much more.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm freaking 32. Like, TI's market for school students, like, we're all well beyond that. And, like, the fact that now we practically can't get a device that's codable in any reasonable way, they've lost a good portion of their market that way. And plus, think about how many students have, like, with this at their fingertips, like, they'd be inspired to get into coding and build stuff.
Yeah.
But now they can't. And who's to blame for that?
I think Mateo's C toolchain has just really, that's a great opportunity to like teach C to like students and have them be able to like run it on something that they can carry around with them. And I think a lot of cool applications can be built, and like one thing I wanted to do was try to like make a Kahoot application for teachers to use where they can upload it to all the calculators, and if they have some sort of like, WPS module for the calculator, they can.
Yeah.
The students could use Kahoot on the calculator.
And of course, the response would be like, particularly from like exam boards who may see this and be like, "Oh, this is going to expose cheating and like whatnot." But let us deal with that.
Dongle. It's a bloody dongle.
Let us deal with that. It's our software. If that's a problem, message the developer. Be like, "Can you implement a block for these types of things in your and the community will sort it out. There's no need to just go turning off ASM.
I think it's very rare that the community has ever done anything, if anything, that promoted or condoned cheating. Like,
nope.
I can't recall of any time, at least not in like Tech or anything. They always, discourage it very much.
One of the things.
Anything more than a few new users coming in and asking about it, and it promptly shut down.
Yeah.
Because we do not endorse or support cheating.
Right.
We are teachers as much as we are developers in a sense, because. Yeah.
And I'll come at it from a different angle, having somewhat of a background in cybersecurity. Beck, we've had this conversation before, but one of the things that you look for when you're talking about the security of a platform, and I know that one of the quirks that the exam boards have had is that the calculators can be used for, things that aren't really intended, and put whatnot on it, and this exploit can be used to do that. And the problem here that's being created by TI is that the more you lock something down, it's serving a converse effect, because people are going to want to look for the vulnerabilities now, because they want to do what they want to do. And coding assembly on your calculator is not a nefarious thing. So what TI is basically doing from a cybersecurity standpoint is in the effort to give themselves the illusion of security to the exam boards, they are increasing their attack surface.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They're making enemies where they don't exist.
It's the illusion of security is worse than no security.
Exactly.
And I think by making these calculators, oh, it's perfect, nothing can be, these are locked down, right? Like you were saying, the exam boards are like, oh, okay, this is fine. I don't think they're understanding the capabilities of the calculators completely in the right way.
Well, maybe stuff like this will start spreading awareness.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, hell, like, let me talk a bit about my journey. I started with HTML on paper, but when I got a hold of a TI-84 Plus, I programmed the hell out of that thing.
Oh,
it
same.
was a fool's calculator.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved programming in TI Basic. However, I then learned However, that drove me further, because I learned of Chematech through a friend, and I still remember my first post through my friend's account, because I didn't want to make a new account at the time. I look back at that, and I feel like I was naive, and that's okay, because that shows that I have learned something. Coding, you gotta give people an entry point, and TI Basic is an entry point to something much greater. However, without the additional capabilities and speed of assembly, a lot of these students are going to come into this roadblock of...
But I definitely hit the roadblock.
Like, how do I surmount this problem? How do I make this run on this? And with TI Basic, the answer is maybe.
Yeah.
The answer is always maybe. The answer is always maybe in anything, but like it's a lot less maybe in assembly than it is in C than it is in TI Basic.
Yeah, I mean, I'd argue that the implementation of TI Basic, while it's useful for understanding the basics of syntax within programming, it's like you don't really start messing with pointers and file access and memory allocation until you start touching C in assembly. And that's an entire subset of stuff that is very integral to programming that is now taken away from people.
Yeah.
Not to mention the actual system encourages people to think of files as variables, which is not the case.
Mm-hmm.
Files can be variables, but they're not always some value. They can be... I mean, I guess it's kind of a two-way paradigm, because like it can be to the sense of like a file can be whatever, but they don't call them files.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of legacy. God, I'm so scatterbrained right now. I can't hold my train of thought.
Yeah, I agree with Beck. I mean, when I first got my calculator, I was thrilled to have it, because it was, and then when I discovered that you could program on them, oh, I went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I spent hours and hours learning. I taught myself to program with my calculator. Like, I didn't know about Chematech or anything. and then when I discovered Tech, and that's when I could start asking questions and learning more and diving deeper into coding and different projects and seeing what the community has. And I learned so much from that. Like I programmed so much on my calculator, and that I burned my screen in.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Calculator. Yeah. Like yeah.
That reminds me of when I would program on the calculator itself. I actually ended up not breaking, but like I ended up wearing out the arrow keys on 2 separate calculators.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Actually 3, I think. I went through like 2 or 3 calculators.
Yeah, I wore out some of the keys too. Like the inner key is kind of wore out, and yeah, I'm on my second calculator.
I mean,
But then I dived. I don't know C that well, but I've been learning a lot more about C. And I probably would have never used C if I had not wanted to like make stuff for the calculator.
Yeah. Right.
What TI is doing by removing the support for assembly, for user assembly programs, is they are basically cannibalizing the user's ability to go into that higher bracket of complexity. They're basically stopping students from going further than TI Basic, which is very sad because
maybe they think they're giving. Maybe they think they're giving it back with the Python, though, but the implementation of the Python that is there is...
You can't do anything with it.
I just want to go ahead and say their Python implementation is the slowest implementation ever, including the first ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Let that sink in.
I don't deny that.
I've gotten back into programming on my calculator when Celtic got released for the CE, and that's been really refreshing to get back because it's been a long time since I've programmed on the calculator, and I've been able to do things that were never possible before without using some like language like ICE or something. Which when I first found ICE, that was amazing because I started going crazy with that because being able to run snippets of assembly and different stuff. That's nice.
Some might say you were cool when you started programming with it. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Yeah, that was good.
It's just unfortunately ICE is no longer being updated.
Yeah.
So and it never got to the point where I think Peter wanted it to get to.
Yeah. But it was where it did get to was still an amazing place.
Oh, yes,
and there was
it was and still is an amazing tool.
100%. Yeah. Especially if you don't know, assembly or even C, that if you started off on TI Basic, that expanded your knowledge and understanding so much more and ability, and you can do so much more with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember displaying to the whole screen for the first time, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever, that I didn't have to have like the top bar of the iOS there, and be able to utilize that space and not waste it. I thought that was amazing. But
I met
more colors too.
Full colors. Speed.
Full 8-bit color.
Speed. The speed increase was amazing, crazy.
100-fold.
One of my current best friends and one of my 3 roommates right now is from high school, was someone who I connected with over coding. Just one day shows me a fucking calculator running Slicer OS, which for the record was a load bar and then quit. So wasn't much of an OS, but
I remember those days of making OSs.
Yeah.
The phallic load bars, those were fun.
There's a program on Tech called Calc 2, and I took that program, and it was made 8 years ago. I took that program and I made Calc 3, and I expanded like hundreds more lines of code to it, and it's a little slower doing the calculations because TI basic, but
Right.
I added like a ton of features to it, and I used that for like forever. Like it was great. And then whenever I finished that, or at least I kind of stopped doing that, I like distributed it to all my classmates. They were like, "This is amazing! I can just type this in and it works."
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Also, Gags, you didn't actually start the event. It doesn't start automatically. You actually have to-
Oh, the Discord event.
Yeah, the Discord event.
I mean, it's
Oh, I see.
Now it started.
doesn't really. I mean, the stream is live, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, the stream is live.
Yeah. But people will get notified from that.
Oh,
Something like that.
gotcha.
Yo, hi Tiny.
Hey, Tony.
Welcome, Tiny. I see you're
Oh, I
muted.
think he's muted. Yeah.
Yes.
He can just listen in, I guess. If he's not gonna speak. But yeah, I think the calculator, TI's calculators, has really done something amazing, but they've like restricted so much and suffocated that learning that could be done, and made it more difficult for everyone. Yeah, like something I like emailed TI support about one time was like, "Hey, do you have a Greek language pack for the calculator?" And I was also like, "Or is it or am I able to make one?" And they're like, "No, we don't have one, and you can't make one."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Jesus, you know what's wild? A while back, I emailed TI back when I was starting to work on CryptX, and I was trying to find out. What I emailed them about was what was like. I know there's an RSA implementation because the OS verifies the certificate. So, is there entry points for that? Like, can that be used? What's the public like shit like that? And TI's response is proprietary, and
Well, yeah.
I wasn't about to fight with them over it. But first of all encryption algorithms are open source. A, B, it's called a public exponent for a reason. C,
Yeah.
what's the harm?
They're talking about.
What's the harm in releasing that? Like,
What's the harm in releasing a subroutine to utilize RSI?
for encryption, exactly. The strength of modern encryption comes from your secrets, not from the algorithm itself.
Yeah.
Well, it comes from the.
They probably
It comes from the
understand.
input. It comes
Yeah.
from the inputs, not the code itself.
Right.
They probably don't understand how encryption works.
Well, the person that responded was probably just some level 1 tech that is
Yeah.
told what to do, and they don't go further than that.
Yeah.
You have to actually call them and ask for a higher tech,
Yeah.
like for a level 2 or something.
Yeah,
and
I
get
was like-
anywhere. Or talk
been
to
in
somebody that has connections.
Yeah, I've been in that situation before. Like, how do I even contact someone who actually knows what they're talking about?
I don't know. They should
And
create a
there's been
department
lot of
for that.
companies.
But I bet you anything our RSA implementation is faster.
Yeah, it probably is.
Fun fact, it is.
Wait, you're kidding? Have you clocked it?
Probably.
I think,
Oh.
I think if
So, I don't know. But, sorry, what's the exponent for that the RSA implementation uses?
CryptX's?
Like the key length.
CryptX's or what?
Yeah, for CryptX.
So CryptX's public exponent is hard coded to 65,537,
Okay.
and the accepted key lengths for which is just the modulus portion are anywhere from 1024 bits to 2048 bits.
Okay.
I wonder if it'd be
I don't know
possible.
what the calculator uses.
I'm pretty
but I
sure it
assume it's not
uses.
4096.
I'm pretty sure.
2048.
I'm pretty sure it uses 3 as the public exponent.
Oh, it's the public exponent. No, I
Yes.
mean like the modulus.
I wonder if it would be possible to like encrypt all the programs on the calculator and then like be able to like decrypt them like with like a password or something.
You can with CryptX.
No, it's doable with CryptX.
Use
Is that implemented?
yeah, CryptX has a
Oh, I didn't
password.
realize that.
So
True.
use the password-based key derivation function, which turns your your password into a secure key, and then just use the AES algorithm.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I had looked through a little bit of the documentation. I was like,
It's hefty. But
yeah,
encryption has to be, especially where I have to
yeah,
detail
definitely.
how you have to use it to avoid vulnerabilities.
I was reading some comments somewhere, and I was just finding them so funny on the documentation. I gotta find them now.
Oh, you mean the
I
you
can find this again.
you mean the
What's the
tooltips?
website again? What's the website again?
It's the GitHub link. It's
It's agliano.github.io/cryptx.
yeah,
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I'll like do that, but like fork cesium or like seashell or something, and
Yeah.
make the password. I know seashell doesn't have the password, but make the password actually encrypt the programs or something, which would be cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you could even do it where where if you try to run the program, it wouldn't actually run,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
or like it would do a callback somehow. But doing the callback would programs near the size limit wouldn't work with that. So it's near the file size limit. Like if you have a program, although I don't know many programs that are 64,000 bytes long.
The allocation for the structure needs more space than exists on the calculator. How is this even working?
Yeah. Imagine. I think I've actually tried that before. Oh, that.
Go. So, did you
I
see?
realize you're reading off the page now.
Did
Yeah.
Did you see the one for the random number generator, Jake?
Maybe. Hold on. Where's that at?
It's down below. It's like four down under secure random number
Yes,
generator.
Under what? Sorry.
If
What
you
you said.
on the sidebar, like you are under
Okay, yeah.
PKCS, tap on secure random number generator.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. We have about 20% more entropy from this algorithm revision. In related news, I have about 20% sanity. I love.
Yeah.
I love like when people leave comments in the code.
Yeah, like the famous invoice
God only
square
knows.
root. The famous fast invoice square root.
Oh yeah.
Whenever I have to use that, whenever I use that bit of code, I make sure to keep the comments. Because it's so funny.
So
Let me just
if you
real quick.
Jake, if you go to AES's page and you go to RSA's page, you'll see a comment from Beck and from Mateo, respectively.
Okay, AES. Okay, AES page.
Advanced encryption standards.
Yeah, I'm there. AES.
Was that me? Was I the one who said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn. Where's the Mateo quote?
RSA.
Where's that?
Oh no.
You said RSA?
Yeah.
That's so like Mateo to say. It's just below the AES.
That's not how RSA works, you idiot.
So, a little bit of backstory on this one, because it was at the very beginning of working on this, where I was like trying to sort of hackishly do RSA because I had no fucking idea how it works. I thought it was a stream cipher, and no, not a block cipher, and I'm like, so if I take the first 32 bits of the key and I RSA the first 32 bits of the message, we get the. Mateo's just like, that's not how RSA works, you idiot.
Damn.
Yeah, good times, good times.
Indeed.
Are there any other comments? I think that's the only ones, honestly.
hazardous materials. Lower level functions are not part of the standard API. Warning, doxygen function, unable to resolve function CryptX _ hazmat _ powmod with arguments none. Candidate function could not be parsed. Parsing error is failure when parsing function
So
function has no return type, error integrity.
So no, listen. So this is literally just because some of the arguments for the sake of compiler level protection are declared as restrict, and there's a bug in Doxygen where it doesn't handle restrict right.
Dang.
Yeah, restrict just basically means that it cannot be aliased. So like if base and x and exponent were pointing to the same thing, the compiler would be like, yeah, no, change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we should submit a bug report to Doxygen.
They're aware. Because I already.
Okay.
So first thing I went on Sphinx and I bug reported it to Sphinx. Sphinx pinged Doxygen, and yeah, they'll work. It's a known issue.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to figure out if I put any other ridiculousness into the document, like the analysis and overview. I think analysis and overview is actually seriously written. Like I didn't joke in it, because it's literally like a cryptanalysis for the sake of reviewing the security profile.
In the algorithmic security thing?
Yeah, where I detail the RNG and whatnot. But
I sent a little screenshot in the CryptX discussion. It says, "Dear programmer, when I wrote this code, only God and I knew how it worked. Now only God knows it. Therefore, if you're trying to optimize this routine and it fails, most surely, please increase this counter as a warning for the next person. Total hours wasted here equals 254.
Jesus Christ. That's hilarious.
That's great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, TKV said that to me one time.
I bet.
Yeah.
You know what really worried me? Like, with a lot of CryptX development, because like I was porting a lot of things. Like I know that with cryptography you're not really supposed to start from scratch. You're supposed to use stuff that exists. So I was trying to do it, and every time I would implement a new module, for the most part, with the exception of some sort of platform specific tinkering with how things work, it would work. And I would be like, doesn't this violate some fundamental law of physics or something? Like, isn't this program supposed to like crash for like a week and a half for no reason before it just randomly isn't that how coding is supposed to work?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then the bullshit with SHA happened.
Yeah.
God.
I think Beck still has like emotional trauma from debugging the SHA implementation.
Yeah, but it's 11 times faster, so I'm happy with it.
Yes.
Yeah, making SHA-256 work as fast as it does.
I love the shirt that says like coder, and it has like the definition. It's like, noun, a person with magical powers. Synonyms: wizard, mage, sorcerer.
Yeah.
And
oh, there goes Tiny.
oh, yep. And that's what it feels like sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
how does this person do this? Like,
You just gotta know. Sometimes you just gotta know.
yeah, like I saw that person post that 3D Minecraft clone in Gimme Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like fully
yeah,
3D.
the
And I was like,
yeah.
this guy just, some random dude makes a Kimmy account and then just posts this.
Yeah.
Like, completely new. Like, pretty much. I'm like, that's crazy.
Because it's funny. That isn't as, it isn't as fast as it could be.
Yeah.
Because it's written in C. It's written mostly in C. Like, a lot of the functions like all the fixed point stuff. A lot of the fixed point stuff is written in assembly. Like a lot of the implementation is in
Yeah.
assembly, but the actual, because I think it utilizes. I can't remember. I think it utilizes. I think like it generates the points first. Or I might be thinking of something else. Let me go back.
Your Calc, your images are down on some of your posts.
Oh, for TI track?
Oh wait, never mind. Actually, I think that was just me. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
No, for on Comutech. I think that was just me though. Here, I don't know. My internet's being funky right now. Let me see if it loads on a different browser. Open image.
Yeah, there's the.
Oh yeah, not found. Cagstech.com.
Which image is it?
It's like on your Uno thread.
Oh, well, yeah, it's to be expected. It's old.
I actually have an archive posted. Let me see if it's in the archive.
What was that thing?
Uno showcase.png.
The Minecraft clone y'all were talking about earlier?
Don't know what it's called. Nope, it's not in my archive.
I'm gonna have to look through the forum then.
It was. I think it was called TI Craft, wasn't it? It was literally just in like the new. No, not TI Craft. Was it? How many ports of Minecraft?
Oh, there it is. It is called TI Craft. No, never mind. That's the isometric one.
Yeah.
Wait, no, never mind. Never mind. That isn't the isometric one. There is the fully 3D one. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. It's TI Craft.
Portion with 5 posts. Yeah, it's one of there's multiple things called TI Craft.
Yeah. Y'all are gonna have to sort out who's using what name. It's getting too confusing.
Yeah, there's two isometric ones, and then there's several 2D ones. There's like 2 or 3 2D ones, and then there's 2 isometric ones. I think the Science Elf did one, and someone else did one.
Uh-huh.
You know what else? You know what's incredible?
And then there's this fully 3D one. Oh, TI Craft. Yeah, it's over no space. Loganius.
Yeah. Yeah, the person with 5 posts.
Well,
I think he actually sent something in the in the stream. He said hello.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, it's super impressive.
If you're still here, yeah.
Yeah, if you're still here, that was super impressive.
Who did that?
He's got 5 posts.
Oh, Loganus, nice.
Post a functional 3D perspective correct Minecraft. I mean, the world is small, but
good job.
That's
Don't put it in
incredible.
ASM.
That is amazing.
And with texture pack support.
Yes.
Which is just crazy.
Now all you gotta do is make it connect to an actual Minecraft server.
Excuse me. That.
I mean, we can do it now.
No.
Oh no.
God, people's math grades are gonna go to shit now.
We'd have to make a bridge, like an adapter.
We need a bridge, yeah. Because the authenticated server uses not RSA.
Which
it encrypts everything with SSL. So,
yeah.
Well,
What the Geyser proxy is?
once we get the TLS module within lwIP sort of available, there's no. Can just do everything.
Geyser MC, they like it's a plugin you can like run to like run Bedrock and Java crossplay. You can like put it on your server, like I have it on my server, and or you could like run it on your computer standalone. But yeah, it'd have to be something like that like adapts the packets to be compatible. It'd have to be some kind of proprietary thing for the calculator, probably.
Well, it wouldn't be proprietary, but it would have to translate all the protocols.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah.
I had a thought about doing that when I was still working on my 2D Minecraft. Because I made a top-down 2D Minecraft clone at one point. Not clone, close enough. see if I can find it. Called Icy Craft. Yeah, there it is.
Yes, Terraria.
Oh yeah, me rewriting it in C. That never happened. That was 5 years ago. Oh god. Oh god. That was literally 5 years ago.
Time flies.
Holy hell. April 1st,
Yeah, it's
2019.
Good. 5 years. That's great.
Oh yeah, and I can't actually load the images anymore because thanks Discord.
Oh, yeah. I was so mad when that happened. And so now, like, any, like, archives of, like, the RSS, not the RSS, but the, like, the Kimitech chat, like, none of the images are gonna load. If someone ever loads the archive.
Yeah, thanks Discord. Because they're still storing the images. Like, there's no point in... I mean, I guess there is, but, like...
Wait, has anyone made Terraria? Like, seriously.
I don't think
Terraria.
Wait, why has no one made Terraria?
I don't know.
Alright, Logan is probably gonna hear this, and he is,
Hey Beck, you need to make Doom and make it properly multiplayer.
Oh my god.
I think Doom already exists for the thing, to be honest.
Yes and no.
It does. I believe, I forget his name. There's a YouTuber who's, like, rewriting it to make it actually work. Because, like, when you compile it,
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
We also need, honestly, and I've been trying to do it, but the engines I've been using have been too slow. We need a proper backrooms game for the calculator.
Yeah. Oh, there was that one Stellar 3D that someone made on Kimitech and posted, and it runs okay, but I think I don't even know. I don't even know if the code's posted anywhere.
There's virtual 3D too, but it was
Patrick Davidson. He posted a it's just a download link is all it is. There's no, I don't think, any source code, unfortunately.
Oh, raycasting. Interesting.
But yeah. There's also that, like, fully 3D engine where someone was, like, running, like, OpenLoRa or whatever it was on it.
I think that's virtual 3D.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Virtual 3D.
I could never get those to run.
Yeah, I think it uses Spasm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about... I mean, I have some strong feelings about Spasm, but...
Yeah, I found the GitHub just now.
I would, because honestly, just don't even need Spasm anymore. Like, you can just use Spasm G and implement the thing, and then bam, you know?
Yeah. What are the difference between EEM or NCM? Like, what are the differences between the adapters?
So, I really haven't looked into EEM, so I'm not sure. So NCM, so basically ECM was the first protocol designed for use on low latency devices, and it basically is literally just you slap an Ethernet header on and you ship, and there's the expectation that one Ethernet frame is one packet or is one network frame. With NCM, there's headers, there's offsets. So NCM supports multiple frames, like multiple packets, multiple frames crossing the MTU boundary. And so it's essentially a more robust protocol because you can essentially chain packets within the same frame, whereas with Ethernet you're supposed to with ECM rather, it's 1 1 1 1, so slower devices, slower adapters can run into issues with latency there. Now, I'm not sure I'm explaining this 100% correctly. I literally just looked at the documentation for NCM like 2 hours ago, and now I want to kill myself. But I'm joking for legal reasons. That was a joke. But the yeah, it's gonna be fun to implement. Shall we? Honestly, I'm like gonna be like, yo, Kirk, can you please? I'll get to it eventually. I mean, I got the descriptor parsing done, and that really eroded my sanity.
Yeah,
with the descriptor.
I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably gonna pop open my USB Ethernet adapter. I got the same one you do, and I'm probably gonna solder on a mini USB cable.
Nice.
Mini USB A, I think is what it is. But yeah.
Well, I think it's mini B actually for to the calculator. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always been weird because like the A and B are like cross compatible, kind of like one does one and one doesn't do the other. I don't know. Yeah, but I already have a cable that I was using for like connecting ESP to the calculator, so.
Yeah, you got the same one I do.
Yeah, I already have a spliced cable that I can use that I was using for the ESP, so I'll probably just open it up and solder that on there if I can. The only thing is, looking at this one looks like it's going to be harder to open. This one might break the shell, so I don't know. I'm going to have to see if it's like glued or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't see any like clear except for the Ethernet, and that looks like that might like pop out and slide out, so I don't know. I'll have to look at that.
Sounds like fun.
But yeah, I'll try doing that and making my own kind of adapter. I mean, what I have works now, but I just want something like
more compact. One piece of hardware instead of.
Yeah, and I was thinking about like if I do end up making a custom adapter, like I don't know, I'd have to find some schematic somewhere and modify it. I would definitely have, the mini USB B, but I would also probably have maybe like a PoE support where the calculator could be charged simultaneously through PoE if the network supports PoE. So that would be cool.
I mean, I think that's hardware level. I don't think that's protocol or software level.
The only software thing that goes on is it's the negotiation for the voltage.
Right.
That's it. And that's mainly a hardware thing.
I mean, the driver itself. So, there's a ton of USB events that might be pertaining to voltage. The only thing that the library itself uses is the network connection change interrupts.
It would be something flashed to the adapter that would handle that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Something I've been wanting to do, but I just don't know where to start, is we were talking about the geyser thing and it reminded me of it. I want to so I have a 3DS and I have Terraria on it.
Of course you do.
I want to make it cross-play with, like, PC Terraria. Because it's not... They're both multiplayer, but they don't support, like, the same servers, I guess. But, yeah. So, I don't think it would be that hard to make some kind of adapter that would translate the packets.
Probably wouldn't.
I don't know. But I kind of want to try that. I just gotta figure out where I need to start. I guess I need to start reverse engineering the protocols or something.
Sounds like fun.
I think someone made a PCAP. I have a Mono 3DS, so I can run custom stuff on there. I think someone made like a PCAP capture application plugin thingy for it.
Before you start doing reverse engineering, it might be worth looking into whether there is existing already some documentation.
Yeah, I started.
Somebody's tried already.
Yeah, I found a GitHub with where it just says Terraria X_RE research in reverse engineering for 3DS and Terraria. But now I'm looking at this was 8 years ago, and the only comment was the README. So yeah, it's dead end. So I was really hoping. I like clicked on it. I was like, oh, this might be good, but no. And then I found a DBA temp thread. So that might have some stuff that I can look at. It looks like I know like the 3DS mainly runs like C plus. Sorry. But yeah, so I'll look around some more for some information on that. But yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. It also sounds like something that I might not have enough like effort to put into it. Like I might like start on it and then like be like, I'm good. So
I know that
yeah,
feeling.
I don't know. It's still like it's an idea still. I don't know. I might do it. I might not do it. It's kind of like if I did it, would anyone actually use it? Probably not.
Who knows? Depends on what's made. How many things use it?
Yeah, that's true. It would be
Shit, we've been streaming for an hour 30. I was planning a short stream. It never ends up that way.
Yeah, this isn't turned into a podcast.
A symposium on Texas
IWP
Instruments
and other random stuff podcasts. Not IWP IP, but lwIP. Sorry, I keep reading it as an I.
Yeah.
So I keep saying IWIP, but it's lwIP.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, because apparently, capital L's just look like capital I's.
Yeah, lowercase L's do look like capital I's.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry.
Now, what I'm looking for right now is who to actually credit for this, because I want to provide the appropriate attribution
Yeah.
for
Definitely.
this, obviously.
Better for what?
lwIP.
Yeah.
I mean, you could credit the GitHub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just link to the GitHub, and then that's probably fine. Yeah. So when are you gonna finish the Uno?
Well, once this actually gets done, then I'm just gonna start over with Uno and make it as a multiplayer application.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hell yeah.
I think I have a Google Doc somewhere of like all the applications that I want to see networking support for. I gotta find that now.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. I made this a long time ago. Where is this at?
Can I edit the stream details, like to add this
Probably.
Oh boy.
this attribution link here?
Oh, I even linked them. I even hyperlinked them. Nice. So Uno, Clash of Clans, Alien Breed, which is actually a really cool game. Chess, Orium, Tetris, Geometry Dash, like the ability to download the levels. TI Boy CE, like for TI Boy CE, I would like to see like the Game Boy, like the Pokemon transfer, like where you can all the different, like because you could have the like little either the IR or like the link cable that was like between them. I would like to see some support for that. That could be really cool. Tic-tac-toe. Someone started a Super Smash Bros. Game. Started coding that, so that could be cool.
You'd need a Scoreboard for that.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
like to see like Vision, the like shell.
Vision
it would be
shell.
cool. Yeah, Vision CE, the ultimate shell for the TI-4 Plus C and TI-3 Premium, aiming to be the best and most feature-rich shell. It's like it looks kind of like it's based on Windows.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's funny. It's funny that actually one of my first shell/OS related projects, way back, and when I was using TI Basic, was called Vision OS.
Really?
That's why I'm a bit. That's why I was just a bit confused.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me just interject. I will be editing the stream detail. Well, it'll be the video details at that point to include attribution to OpenGNU for the lwIP implementation. But in the terminal window on the very bottom, the link is now there. So there's the attribution. This would not have been possible without that. lwIP is open source. It is designed for devices that doing this will probably make them want to jump out the window. So, if you have any use for it, go give them a shout. And you know what? Show them some love for the fact that their frickin' months of agony let us connect calculators to the internet. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what y'all were talking about.
I'd also like to see.
Yeah.
I'd also like to see like maybe with TINet like some kind of scoreboard system would be cool for like high scores like saved like online high scores.
Right. Yeah.
Like leaderboards and stuff. That would be cool. Like even for like Pac-Man, that would be cool. Like you play Pac-Man, you get a super high score, But then you have the thing with people using like hexaedit and stuff. So you'd have to find some way to maybe like I don't know, even use CryptX maybe to encrypt the high scores and send them off, sign them or something.
One of the things that we can do now, honestly, if we implement things so here's the deal. I've been considering discontinuing CryptX's development, or maybe just leaving it as is, because there's no need to include TLS within it if we're going to include TLS within lwIP or as an extension to it. But CryptX still does provide application level encryption,
which
so
I think is amazing. So I'd say it's kind of a like maybe discontinue the networking part of it,
right,
and
leave it as is. So basically what can be done now with it is essentially people can now, like when they work on their applications or their programs, we can create like a code signing service. And when someone downloads like, Expanse or Chess or Pac-Man, and they're submitting high scores, number one, you can code sign the application. We can create a whole certificate of a chain of trust for programs now that, you issue a root and then you issue signing certificates under that root. Like, you can literally recreate all this. And
I found the author of lwIP.
Nice.
Adam Dunkels. Sorry,
Adam Dunkels. Nice. Shout out to Adam Dunkels. There's also a whole team, as far as I can tell, that's pushed commits to that thing. So, mad props to all of them. But then the benefit that you get now that you have the code signing is when the application submits anything, you know that it's an unmodified, and you can just reject anything that doesn't have a valid signature.
Another way that could be done is maybe something so that could then, actually no, that wouldn't work because then you could edit the data you're sending to the server. But as long as the application's unmodified and you're sending it directly from the application, there's not much that there's no way to work out.
Plus, if you're using IP level encryption within TLS, the message is authenticated on transit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I'm saying the data before being sent, or before even being put in the backup, could be changed, but that wouldn't be possible if the application was verified.
Correct.
Unless there was some sort of interrupt stuff going on, which wouldn't happen if you have them disabled.
Right. CryptX does disable interrupts in much of its code.
Yeah.
How far do you think would it be to adapt the library, not the library, but I guess it will be the library, lwIP, to like have an SSH shell?
Well, let me see, because there's actually a bunch of applications within it, like, that are just basically examples. There's TFTP, SMTP, HTTP. I mean, what is SSH? It's some protocol over TLS. I forget what the protocol is though.
Yeah, one of these could probably do it. I need to maybe work on a browser for it, like Gossamer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was wanting to do at one point. I'm saying so it is doable.
Yeah. I mean, the lwIP, if you look within the source apps folder, it contains an HTTP client.
Oh.
Yes.
Why?
There's an HTTP client there already. There's also an HTTP server, HTTP daemon.
Would that link that Tiny Hacker just sent, would that work? I don't think it would.
Let me see.
Unless I don't know if it has ECM. It's not like Amazon tells you.
Ethernet to USB adapter. No.
Yeah.
Let me just send Tiny the one that I have that I know works. Where is it?
What brand did I get? I got the Cable Creation.
Yes, same one as me. Let me. Where is it? It's from like 3 years ago.
Here, I'll send it. I got it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. I just gotta select 2.0 and send that. Oh, long link.
Yeah, Amazon link. If you want to just send, so okay, will Amazon links?
They probably have a share option, like a short
They
link.
do. Yeah, they have a short link option.
I just copied it from the URL bar though.
Yeah.
It's honestly just faster.
Yes. Yeah. Also, you might just be able to, hang on, let me just double check that this works. Yeah,
Can't wait to break my calculator.
this does the same thing as the thing you did up there. You just need the /dp/thing,
Oh, I see.
fastamazon.com.
Yeah, I see it.
The rest of it is just, I think it's tracking garbage.
Yeah, tracking. Yeah. I think Firefox has an option to track to copy links without all that.
Yes. Yeah, there's an option for that.
I'll delete my link then. So it's not like huge. So you send it.
They also added your message to include this link.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, that makes sense. Being able to like assign and make sure that that's like the correct like packet or whatever, and you can just reject it. That's actually, I didn't think about that, and that's like probably a way better implementation.
Mm-hmm.
What I would have done.
Because if the application's signed, and you can basically send, I think you would be sending a hash of the application and like some kind of key related thing.
Yeah.
But then I don't know if it's possible then. It would be possible then to replicate the existing program's hash in an edited program, but that's a lot of extra work.
Honestly, with the security level of hashes these days, it's practically impossible.
Well, you wouldn't be replicating the hash from the hash of the program. You'd just be passing a different hash value.
Yeah.
Unless, I guess you could within CryptX provide a function for patching the program itself, and then require using that function somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, or like the app bars or like if the app bar stores.
I mean, do keep in mind though that if the application is signed already, the user.
Oh wait, you know what you can do? So you could have the application, the program you have, your game. You could have it store the high score in an app var, and then it encrypt the app var, and then like maybe with a key built into the program, and then hash. I don't know. Make sure the program hasn't been modified or something. I don't know.
Well, because the problem with making sure the program isn't modified is, of course, the server doesn't have direct access.
Yeah. Oh, that's
the
true.
The program
Yeah.
could just assert its own hash.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Assert a different hash in the backup, but doing that would require access to the source code.
Yeah. Which is what I was thinking. You would probably want that to be closed source if you were super wanted to be strict on cheating. But then there's always the people who just throw it into what's that?
A disassembler.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But honestly, if you're going through that much work, good for you. For a high score on a calculator.
Yeah. The other way of preventing it would be to require that the message be sent from the OS somehow, and somehow manage to do that. But then obviously that wouldn't work on the iOS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Game hacking is always interesting. I love like looking at how there are different protocols work and stuff. Interesting.
Yeah. Reverse engineering is really interesting.
Yeah. I saw where there's this compilation project for all the Pokemon games, and I thought it was super cool because you can start decompiling Pokemon games and you can go compare what you've decompiled and stuff.
I came up with a solution that might actually work.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the solution is basically when you're distributing your program for your game or whatever it is that you're trying to build.
Yeah.
Your program that you're giving to end users is literally just a stub that connects to the server and requests the actual client.
Yeah.
And then it downloads the program on the fly, verifies the hash, signs it, so you can't cheat the system.
And you could use a launcher of sorts for that too.
Yeah.
Just have like a program browser that downloads it.
And then 2 days later, you get served with a cease and desist from Mojang.
What?
I'm kidding.
For what?
For using the launcher.
Oh.
I've almost gotten a cease and desist, but I won't talk about that.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, it always sucks when that happens.
Yeah. But I didn't. But I was close.
I'm just lucky that Boss hasn't got. Well, Boss wouldn't, but my boot code might, theoretically.
Yeah, I saw where some people have figured out how to downgrade the OS, but like it's not public knowledge.
Well, obviously, yeah. If it's made public, then
TI would have an outrage. Yeah, and we don't want them to push any farther. We've already gotten Artifice.
We don't want the situation that happened with the whole situation with the Inspire series.
Yeah, but I've also heard from people in Communitech and other places that there's like a whole other line of exploits that have already been found.
Well, yes.
If Artifice ever does get patched, which is I think kind of why TI has just kind of let it be, because they don't want to start a war.
Well, yeah, because if they patch it, then the community is going to come out with the next exploit, and then TI doesn't know how many exploits there are, so they don't want to waste time, right?
Yeah, and honestly, that would just make them look even more worse.
Make them look worse, yeah.
Because they're like, oh, we can't even manage to keep our calculators secure, like.
The only way to make the calculators really secure is to hire another assembly programmer to redo it.
Yeah.
And they don't hire assembly programmers anymore.
They don't? Interesting.
Nope. At least from my understanding, they don't hire them anymore because the pay grade's too high.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I've always thought that they should do, honestly? I said it once. Is to basically... What's the way to phrase this? Open source TiOS.
Yeah.
Let the community fix it.
But they're not going to do that.
Yeah. Well, because everybody, Well, because a lot of people just
People will modify
think
it.
people think open source means insecure,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
when that's
but
not the case at all.
then it's almost always the opposite.
If your code is the only reason your thing is secure, that's not secure.
Right.
Yeah, that's
just
not
keeping it
security
secret.
through obscurity is not security.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's
the
like
whole Java obfuscation proves that.
it's like if you go through modern security, the security that is done properly has mountains upon mountains of documentation, pen testing,
Yeah.
analysis.
Yeah. Oh, and it's open source usually. Like,
Yeah,
oftentimes. Yeah.
All open source.
pretty much all of the most secure encryption libraries today are open source, and one of the benefits of having it that way is because since literally anyone with a skill can work on it, if a 0-day comes out today, it's patched tomorrow.
Yep.
I mean,
Instead of in 3 months when some guy posts a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
I believe like Signal is open source, you know, and that's like one of the most secure messaging apps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me, actually, one of those messaging services, they got like a subpoena to get information on a couple of people, and they gave all the information they had, which was basically just a user ID
And a phone number.
and I don't even think they had a phone number.
Yeah.
It was just like they had a user ID, a hash of the user, like some hash of user info of user password.
Yeah, that's it.
Something,
Yeah.
I don't know. They didn't even have that probably. But
I think that's what say. I
and then
think
they
that
had
was Signal.
log in, log out. Yeah.
Yeah.
They basically had had times, and because they had so little information, and because they wanted to be cheeky, they provided the information in Unix timestamp.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever reads their response, if the information is legally correct, but the person reading it is going to have to do some research to actually read it.
That's I love that. I think that was Signal actually.
Yeah, I think that was Signal. It's like malicious compliance in a way.
Yeah, which is why I went and downloaded Signal after I heard about that.
The only reason I don't use Signal is because
The SMS.
No.
They removed the SMS, which is
I don't know much about it, but there's a couple of reasons I don't use it. One of them is, well, everybody that I know and talk to is already on platform X, Y, or Z, and they don't want to switch.
Yeah. Same.
And when Element came along, nobody wanted to switch. Some people switched for a hot minute and then went back. That's just kind of how these platform wars happen. I've seen it happen many times.
Yeah. Which
where objectively better solutions come out, and people just don't want to switch until they're forced.
I don't like Google that much, but their Google Messages app has really kind of worked because it ships on almost every modern Android phone, and it is end-to-end encryption. It provides some nice features like liking messages and seeing when people are typing and read receipts and stuff. And
like the built-in messages. SMS?
Yeah, the built-in messages is end-to-end encrypted now. It's
SMS?
Google's message. It's it's RCS.
RCS, okay.
Instead of SMS.
Isn't encrypted, I don't think.
No, it's not. But yeah, RCS messaging. But yeah, it runs on any Android. I have like a really old Android phone and it runs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's actually really nice because anyone with an Android pretty much.
I think it works receiving. I think it works if you receiving on Android devices too. Like even if they don't have it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like if the person doesn't have it, I think it will use SMS, which is nice because it automatically handles all of that. But yeah. So I was happy about that. I mean, because that'd probably be the only way, and is the only way to like get a mainstream like really secure messenger. Now even that, I'm not sure how secure it is because they could probably pull the encryption keys off your phone if they wanted them.
Well, yeah.
But yeah.
Unless you have a Knox script.
Yeah.
And it's stored on the Knox script.
Well, like you can see I think, unless that's probably not the encryption, but you can see the. Oh, I guess that's for verifying that it's like the code that you match with like the other person, like where you can match it in person or whatever. Who's that? I don't. Yeah, it's the verify encryption thing. It gives you like a. I'm not even sure what this code actually does. It gives you like a list of codes, and then if you're the other person matches, then you like you're encrypted. Like they have the right key and stuff. But yeah, I know Signal has like the same thing. But yeah, so I'm not sure. They probably could if they really wanted to, but I feel like yeah. And then the whole push notification thing, I don't know. I didn't like how push notifications like the FBI can like subpoena those records and get that.
I'm sure they could.
They have.
Well, yeah.
They came out about it and they're like
subpoena.
They can access for iPhone and Android all the push notifications because they go through like the Google Firebase. Unless you're like have some thing that doesn't. And from what I've researched, you basically have to use Firebase for push notifications. Because re-implementing all of that code just wouldn't work.
Gotcha.
And everyone uses it.
Unless you had a way of, well, no, that wouldn't work because the phone's connected to Firebase.
Yeah.
You'd still have to go through Firebase.
Yeah, you'd have to modify the ROM.
Unless you manage to have your messages that are being sent to Firebase be encrypted, like the actual data be encrypted first.
Well, you can't. Some apps do that, but they can still see a timestamp and what app it was.
Yeah. But if they don't have the actual data, they can't prove a whole lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it does give them some information to work with.
Well, yeah, gives them a timestamp and some location information.
It's helped them like link to people's. It's actually with people who with Signal, it's helped them link them. They could see like that the person got a Signal notification at that time that a message was sent on Signal. So they're able to see that this happened at exactly the same timestamp. Oh, this is this person. Yeah.
Good thing I'm not in the States.
Yeah.
Funny enough, because they track everybody.
Yep.
They track people out of the country, even. You're not safe.
Which is why.
But they only track people that they track they log everything, but they don't follow up with everything.
Yeah.
Because they just don't have the manpower to follow up on 300 million people.
It's still logged in there though.
Yeah, but it's logged in the database. But
which they can go through and search through. There's that one like Google page where you can see like all the things they know about you.
Yeah.
Not everything, but like a good amount of stuff.
Just don't put anything illegal on the internet, forehead.
Yeah. Big companies.
Nah.
And little companies.
But personally identifiable information being used by advertising companies is not good because it can leak information, sensitive information to.
That's why
there's
I
been
deleted
examples.
My advertising ID.
There have been examples of. There have been cases of someone being pregnant. They looked something up, and then the partner gets an ad for something for like baby product, like the next day. And there are cases like in abusive relationships where leaking that information is potentially putting that person in harm's way.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, which, depending on where you live, is illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like that really should be advertised to the other person. It's like other devices and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like and the fact that anybody can buy that information.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to give it out, but they just do.
Yeah.
the fact that anyone can buy the information that a company has on a given ad ID. So you can tell anybody in the world from about 7 different things, from about 7 to 10 different identifying characteristics.
Yeah.
You can find someone, anyone in the
They just build profiles on
billion
people
on the planet.
Yeah.
You can find them. That's scary, because that means stalkers can get a hold of people very easily.
Yeah.
If they know where to look.
Well, if you live in the U.S., all house records are public. If you buy a house, that's public record. So you can go online and search names, and usually it's more accurate if you put like a state or a city.
The Yellow Pages. That's been a thing for a long time.
Yeah, it'll just pop up right there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And now
things like Yellow Pages have not been keeping records on individuals for a while with businesses.
Yeah. And now like things that are starting to get more accurate, like with IP addresses, it can lead to real addresses.
With an IP address, you can get within a kilometer of somebody's real location.
But now there's like databases of like where people are. I don't know how they're linking it, but somehow they're linking it to the actual addresses of where like the address is, which is interesting. Which is why my IP is at Cloudflare. Yeah, like whether you take my IP.
I self-host stuff, I unfortunately don't have that luxury.
Yeah, I self-host too. But yeah.
Yeah, but the stuff I self-host, some of the stuff I self-host can't go through Cloudflare.
Minecraft, for example. Same here, which is why I have a separate IP for. Yeah, same.
That's a good idea, though. I don't actually have the server running right now. It's probably stopped. But actually, I wonder if the IP has rotated. So they haven't been running the dynamic update.
You want to see a picture of my home lab?
What?
You want to see a picture of my home lab? I can send it in the chat.
Oh, good.
We just moved the servers into a proper rack. So, let me see if I can pull that picture up. I gotta find it. So, this one.
Now here's a question.
This one. So.
When this stream is done, should we tweet this video at Texas Instruments?
No.
No.
Because that's just going to get the PR boost on the best.
There you go, I sent them.
Oh, yeah.
You got a 10 gigabit switch in there.
I just have a laptop and a desktop.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use my laptop.
I have a NAS in my room.
Oh, hell yeah.
So wait, what's the monitor connected? Because like, it's.
So, you can go behind it and change which server it's connected to. We don't have a KVM.
Gotcha.
It's me and a friend. It's our home lab.
What is that, like a whole, like it's a server rack obviously, but
yeah, it's a whole rack.
That's wild. I'll send a picture of my setup if I can. Oh, my phone is recording my calculator. Let me see if I can create like a black screen for like just a placeholder here real quick.
Yeah.
How do I do this?
OBS.
Yeah.
OBS, blank title screen.
When we upgraded to the 10 gigabit switch, that was amazing. This speed was so nice. We just put a Tesla P4 graphics card in one of them for some AI training.
Alright.
Yeah, so we've been doing some different stuff with that, but it's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice on that we put together. But yeah, the monitor is just connected to one of the servers. We just manually change it for now.
Oh yeah. Makes sense.
Interesting. Let
Yeah.
me see if I have a photo that I can use here.
That was actually the other day when we moved it to that rack, because we had a wooden rack before that. I feel like I've upgraded my home lab from what it used to be. It used to be well, actually my NAS was my first kind of like server. I was running Ubuntu, and that's kind of what I learned Linux on.
Ooh, nice.
And then I I started coding I was using Apache too, with PHP, and I was coding sites with PHP, like my own kind of little just thing messing around.
PHP, man.
Dude, it's so bad. But yeah, it was like had like 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it was like an AMD Athlon, which actually it runs the NAS right now. It's got a couple terabyte SSDs in it, which runs nice. It's got those in there. It's not any RAID configuration or anything. It's just the drives are mirrored. But yeah, that's nice. And that's what I started off on, I guess, home lab wise. And then I had like a 10100 switch. Oh, I also have a Proxmox. I have a little Dell Optiplex running Proxmox.
Nice.
But yeah, and those drives were so loud when I was sleeping. But now once I switched those to SSDs, I can sleep now.
Yeah, that would help.
I would just power it off, because it was the point like, this is too loud, I'll just power it off. If like the drives, I guess there was like, I don't know, they're really old drives, and they would like rattle the whole thing, kind of. You hear them spinning. How long has this stream been?
A while.
2 hours, probably.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're over 2 hours now.
Yep.
Well, it's been good.
You're about to
Just
see
random
this.
Conversations.
Yeah. You're about
Oh,
to see the
that's-
splash image right now.
Okay.
Since I'm gonna turn off the others.
But yeah. Fun stuff. Beck, do you have any kind of home life or anything?
No, I just have a laptop and a desktop.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Hey, it works.
Yeah.
Can check out the streams, the streaming thing now. It shows the splash.
Yeah. Yeah, splash.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I made sure to put the accrediting in there.
I know. Very nice. Very nice.
Nice. I have that page muted, so I don't like hear like the double audio.
Yeah.
I remember, I think maybe even before I had my tech there, I was on Scratch actually for a little bit. Which, I don't know if y'all know what it was, like a block coding language. It was like, I think it's like based off like Java or Python or something like that.
No, it's just, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's based on. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
My setup is not nearly as cool as yours.
Oh, nice.
There is an uninterruptible power supply in there too.
That's the thing. I have 2 UPSs sitting in my room right now that I'm trying to fix.
You know,
They're really old.
you know what else is wild? I was I had subscribed to the like the CyberPower cloud service to get like updates about how the thing is working, and then I realized, and that's like $9 a month or something, and then I realized that after a little bit of homework, there's a open source utility called UPSmon that does this.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice.
And it has driver support for pretty much every UPS on the market.
That's kind of like the Uptime robot thing, where like I was using Uptime robot, and then I was like, wait, Uptime Kuma exists. I'm just gonna self-host it, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
Which Uptime Kuma is so nice because you can see all the stuff on there. Like I can go to my Minecraft. Let's see.
You know, I should have made this the thumbnail for the stream. I mean, I can still edit it once the video is live.
Oh, so where I was going with the Scratch thing was, I remember there's this guy called like Riff Patch was his name, and he made this like, actually it wasn't too long ago. I like saw where he made like a 2D Minecraft multiplayer game, and I like used like a API to like a Python wrapper to grab like the packets or whatever for the game, and I was able to like get like operator kind of like almost abilities like on the multiplayer game. So I was able to fly around. I could have like any block I wanted. I like showed up as like the author of the game. I had like a different colored dot for like it would show dots for like different people.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it was always fun messing around with those things. And it's not like it wasn't illegal or anything, because it was just like the variables are like unencrypted and they're just like stored to like a list kind of, and you can just request. What the project does is request those data values. It keeps pulling from that, and basically you could request one of these data values, modify it. Like I had a modified client that I had made that would pull those and then send them back. And basically, so everyone would get the modified data value. So whatever happened on my client, basically kind of like happened on everyone else's. It was interesting how it worked, but yeah, I just kind of like bammed packets from mine to that kind of almost. And I posted it. I think I posted it on my GitHub maybe. Oh, it actually wasn't that long ago when I made it, because I kind of got back into it a little bit. Because I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Called a Griff hack. It was actually really simple how it worked. It literally just pulled the values from it, like the packets from a different project and like a different one, and put them there, and that's kind of how it works. Just using like a session ID and stuff.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. And all the kids were like, "Oh, it's Griff Patch, he's on," because he's like a YouTuber. And I could like I had some custom like chat messages too I could send. So I made their days. Like everyone thought he was on. He was like the creator. They thought they were playing with the creator, the YouTuber. Just fun times. Yeah. Occasionally I start the script back up and do it again, just because I'm like, I wonder if it still works. And it's always fun to see the reactions of people like in the comments below the project, and they're like, "Oh, Griff Patch is on. Y'all need to join."
Fun.
The code is like really poorly written too. It's literally just like a loop. Is all it does. It just loops through and gets it, and then just puts it.
Oh God, OBS wants me to sign into my Google account. I don't know my password.
I actually kind of stopped using single sign-on.
Oh, I can use my passkey.
Because I'm starting to like try to do less Google sign-ins, so I'm trying to phase away completely from using Google stuff. So I'm trying to like sign up for less websites with my Gmail and my single sign-on or whatever for Google. And what I do is I have a DuckDuckGo email address, and you can actually point that email address to like whatever email you want. So I've been like using that email address for everything. So eventually, whenever I completely make the switch, I'll just like switch it from porting to my Gmail to like whatever, like Proton or something like that I use.
Gotcha.
And then I don't have to worry about resetting all those like emails for like those accounts.
Well, you know that a lot of devices now are starting to implement passkeys for sign-on.
Yeah, I've seen that. But yeah, I'm trying to be, I guess, plan for the future, so I have less like passwords and emails. Accounts to reset. Yeah. Because I feel like once you're kind of like in that ecosystem, you're kind of stuck there.
Yeah, a little bit.
You kind of you get used to using everything, and you sign on with websites with Google, and then all of a sudden, wait, I don't want to use Google anymore. Wait, I have to sign in with all these sites with a single sign-on. I have to go to every single one of these sites and manually change it to an account. And then you have your Gmail. Oh, I have all these sites have this email. What am I supposed to do? You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite annoying. Yeah.
That, which is why I switched to the @duck.com address, because I can just when I want to do it, I just change what it forwards to, and then it's done. And then I don't have to worry about it. I can just use the email like normal. So I'm kind of planning for the future for that. Man, Google Photos is so nice to have, but like not whenever you want to use Google. You know, like it backs up all your photos automatically, which is really nice. I guess I could use like OneDrive or something, but it's not like that. So not like that's much better. And then you run out of storage one day, and like, oh, you can't get any more emails because you're out of storage, so you kind of have to pay for it.
Shit. Yeah, I've run into that too.
And then whenever you want to remove the pictures from Google Photos, they delete them on your phone when you delete them on Google Photos. So it's like, how am I supposed to clear out the storage?
Guess you're not.
Your computer, I guess.
Yeah.
Hooks of everything being owned by a single company.
Yeah.
Always.
Alright. I should probably get going. I have some other stuff I gotta get done tonight.
Sounds good.
But it was lovely.
Yeah, it was.
Talking with y'all.
Yep.
Indeed.
So again, at some point.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, I just accepted your friend request.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful.
Nice. Both of y'all's.
Yep.
That's nice.
Aha! On the third attempt, I got my Google password right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Use your
you two
security
take
key.
care.
Alright,
I'm
you
gonna
too.
hop off.
Yeah. Yeah. Take care.
07. I don't know how, but I don't know what to say, but
Yeah. And he's gone. Alright.
Yep.
I guess I should probably go too, probably.
Indeed. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Take care.
Yeah. You too. You know, lwIP is just amazing. You're done with some cool work.
I appreciate it. I wrote 2 files. Out of...
But it worked. That's the point.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Thank you for
Yeah,
participating in the test.
yeah, no problem. Hopefully, TKB can make the next one
Yeah.
if we have another one. But yeah.
Well, next time we'll probably... Well, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to release it as a public beta. And then if people want to collectively do a stream of just testing it one night, you know, that's down with me. I'll probably make TKB code the chat server so that it doesn't act like a piece of garbage. And then we'll do that.
Yeah, just have him adapt it to the net, like have him adapt the net chat code to work with what we have currently.
Right.
That probably would. It probably wouldn't be too hard. I'm sure he could figure that out.
Yeah.
He's pretty smart.
Indeed. Yeah, he's pretty wild with some of the stuff he's been pulling off.
Yeah, I keep, wanting to use the CryptX library, just haven't gotten around to it.
Go for it. It's there, and it's actually stable, if you can believe it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make some kind of encryption program where you can encrypt your programs with passwords.
Yeah, a program to encrypt programs. Programception.
What if you encrypt the program? Are you stuck?
If you encrypt CryptX?
No. Oh, I guess you could do that. No, if you encrypt the program that encrypts the program.
Yeah, you probably might not want to allow that.
Yeah. They would have to reinstall it.
Although it would persist so it would persist
Just in RAM.
yeah, the current executable would persist. So
Yeah.
you'd have to save yourself before exiting the program.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go. I enjoyed the conversation.
Indeed. Take care.
Cool stuff.
Good night.
Alright, see ya.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, this has been the lwIP private beta test. Thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to everyone who watches it in the future. Thanks to everyone who participated. To the Mad Lads over at the non-GNU for their work. And yeah, we'll be moving into public beta very soon once Command works on turning this into a library. And on that note, good night.